Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you fine and well. Welcome back to another vlog and another episode. This is going to be a podcast-ish, kind of video. With me here, I have my good friend. He's called John Yan. Me and John, we came to know each other through the internet. He actually watched one of my videos or some of my videos, and he, got interested in the country. But way before that, he's going to be taking us through his story. And we are going to be digesting a lot of things in today's episode or today's vlog. What I want you to do is to just be as comfortable as you can, because this is going to be a long one, Yes, so John, you can introduce yourself to my viewers and podcast listeners.
Okay, so my name is Jonathan Yan, and I'm from New Jersey. I'm from a small place called Camden in New Jersey. It's near Philadelphia. So yeah, that's where I'm from.
So John currently lives in Uganda for some time, then he goes back to the States. But before actually we talk about why you come and go for some good month and all that, I just want to request you to tell us your story about how you came to know about Uganda. What was your intention of coming to Uganda? Like, you give us the backstory about your main intention, why you came to the country, or why you knew about Uganda, or in the first place why you had to get that idea of visiting the country.
All right, so my story is all right, so I met my wife online, and it was about a year ago in February. We met online on, oh man, I forget the site.
That's okay.
I forget the site. Yeah.
It's okay. We can put it on
But
screen.
anyway, we met
when
online.
we remember the
Yeah.
date, we can definitely put it on screen.
Yeah, we met online, and we just started talking from there. And usually it's a lot of catfish people online, so you have to like.
He wanted to see if it's not catfish.
So I asked for her number, and she sent it, and I'm looking like, this number looks weird. Like, what type of number is this? Like, so I looked it up, and it said Uganda. So I'm like, what? Like, so little by little we started talking more, and eventually we started video chatting. Yeah, so I knew she was real. I was like, that's awesome. And then from there, we just we kept talking, had a lot in common. She had a lot of things that I liked it about her. She was real genuine, sweet, honest, caring, loving, just everything. And that's what made me more attracted to her. So that's how we met. And then I wanted to start doing my research about Uganda, because Africa is a big place. It's a lot of different.
I think we are over 52 countries, or 52, 53. I mean.
Yeah, many. And that's when I came across your videos on YouTube, because I'm always on YouTube, but I really wanted to find videos that tells me about Uganda, the living and all that, and your videos were like number one to me, so that helped a lot.
So after after meeting Deborah, by then you had not married or anything like that.
No.
You were just still in the process of courtship. So after meeting her, you wanted to prove that this country, or she's real, where she comes from is real. You decide to go on YouTube to see if you can find videos which are similar to the country and all that, and that's how you came across my videos.
Yeah.
Yes. So from there, I want you to take us through now the process of saying now, or after some month, I don't know how long did it take you guys to finally agree that you are going to come over here, but how was it like for you to say that now finally I want to travel back to the motherland or to Africa to meet this girl or this woman who we have been talking with online? I want to meet her. How was that for you, and how did the process start?
All right, so when I was a kid, I've always wanted to come to Africa. Like, I've always had my passport. since I was younger. I think I got it at 18. I think I got my passport. I've been to other places. I've been to Costa Rica before. I've been to Dominican Republic. So I already had the passport, which I suggest everyone try to get that. Try to get the passport. And once we started talking, like the more we talked, it just made me more interested in coming. And then once I watched the videos, that made me even want to come more. Because I like to do my research, especially with the money, because I know the money is different. So I try to learn that first, like try to see how the money is or like what I could get with the money. And so coming to Africa, I needed the yellow fever shot. So I ended up getting that. I had to do the COVID test. You know, it was a few things I had to do before I got here. But when we first started talking, you know, we got to get to know each other. She told me about her family. I told her about my family. Every day we talked. We were on video chat. The time was different. So at the time, you guys are like 8 hours ahead of us.
Yes, about 7 hours.
Yeah, so you guys are in the future. Right? We're like in the past. So the time difference was real different. So we made it work, you know? Like we were able to still talk and stuff like that. What else? And yeah, so we started talking. When I met her, she was in Somalia teaching. So, and then she was. I had told her, like, so we got deeper in and stuff. You know, I knew I wanted to be with her. She wanted to be with me, and then she wanted to go back to school and stuff. So I told her I would support her, and she ended up coming back to Lyra, her hometown where she's from. And from there, I just started to support her. I already seen her like as my wife already, like, so I just.
So the process of, by the time you decide on finally to come, you already have your passport. You got your yellow fever card. How was the story of you getting your yellow fever card? Because I've heard a lot of stories about different people who want to travel here, but it's very hard. They don't know where to get a yellow fever shot, or they don't know where to get the information from. People who are already there to give them, you know, the yellow fever shot, they try to fraud them a lot of money. How was your experience about getting the yellow fever card?
My experience with getting the yellow fever is it was pretty simple. Like I was trying to find I had to call a lot of different places. A lot of them were closed or they didn't do it anymore. So I just had to keep doing my research on that. Like, and she would even help me from here. Like she would go online and look up how to get it, and so we found a place in Philadelphia that does it, and it was a little pricey, but it was worth it because once you get it, it's for a lifetime.
Yeah, very true. It's for once and for all.
Yeah, so it was about like $380.
$380. That is approximately 1.8, 1.5 UGX. Okay. So now you have the documents. You booked your flight. So how was your experience traveling to Africa for the first time? And you are traveling, you know, you are going to be meeting this new person you have not seen, but you are being driven by, I'll say, love. Yes, for this person you have. How was the experience boarding that plane? I want you to take me through what went into your mind, or what was going through your mind going through that, you know, boarding that plane and finally sitting down and knowing now it is time to fly to Africa, or finally my destination is going to be Africa.
Well, I was excited.
You're very excited.
I'm super excited. I couldn't sleep.
Yes, I understand.
And then it's just amazing, like, like actually coming to Africa. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna
Finally.
really,
I'm going to
gonna really
Africa.
go there. But like, what made me like prepare too is because my mom.
Okay, so you guys, we took a mini break and we are back. So we stopped when you were telling us about one of the main motivating factors. It was that your mom had actually, she got married in Nigeria. So you said, if that is possible, it can also be possible for me.
Yes, because my mom, she's like scared of flying. Like that's not like her, strong suit. So like I figured like if she could do it, then I could do it. Yeah. But it was just exciting to come here to see something new. I love to travel, so with the passport, I was ready.
So you had traveled before you came to Africa. You had traveled before, went to, you said, is it Puerto Rico, Dominican
Republic.
Republic. So you reached throughout the flight. It was fine. It was good.
It was long. It was the longest flight. Like,
it was long.
Yeah, one of the longest flights.
So did you have some stopovers, for example, at different airports and all that?
Yeah, I did. The first stop was in Lome. Lome, and then from Lome, I stopped in.
Was Dubai first?
Dubai.
No, I think that was coming back. Yeah,
Oh.
that was coming back. But it was in Lome, and then I think it was in Addis Ababa, and then it was here.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was a few stops. Like this time, it wasn't that many. Like it was just Lome. Or no, I think it was just Addis Ababa and then straight here.
Oh. So you reached at Entebbe Airport. Was Deborah already waiting for you at the Entebbe Airport, or?
We had got a hotel.
You had already got a hotel in Entebbe.
Yeah, we already got it, and she was there waiting for me.
She was already there waiting for you. So tell me about your experience at the airport. What they call aha moment. That first realization that, you know what, I'm finally here, or I have finally accomplished this.
Yeah.
How can you describe that in one word?
In one word?
Yes. Was it amazing? Was it exciting? Was it nerve-wracking? Was it unbelievable? That you finally.
It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you go from the airport to the restaurant or to the hotel.
Straight to the hotel.
Straight to the hotel.
So coming out of the airport, well, I wanted to kiss the ground first because we landed.
Yes.
But I was able to get my bag quickly. I went through checkout quickly. Like everything was quick. I was out of the airport within I would say 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
That was so quick and amazing.
And she already had a taxi, waiting for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, everything was already set. The hotel was about 15 minutes away. Just everything was just perfect. And then once I first seen her, I was like, oh my God, like that's my wife. Yeah, so
that is the moment I was waiting for, guys.
Yeah, I was
moment
like,
of realization. Oh my God, this is true.
Yeah, I'm here, and that's my wife. She's
real.
Beautiful. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I was happy. No
I'm
complaints.
so happy for you guys. So from the restaurant, I want now you to give us a picture of a person watching this video or hearing or listening to this podcast or audio. So I want you to paint for me a picture of what goes through your mind on that first day or the second day, moving through Entebbe Road, through the window, looking at the environment, seeing black people all over around, seeing people doing their own thing. What was the experience for you? I'm talking about from the restaurant coming here at home.
Well, it was amazing seeing it all, and I felt like I was in Dominican Republic.
Yes,
because it's almost similar.
So in Dominican Republic, people are also black, dark skin like us here.
Yeah. And you see, the motorcycles
Oh,
everywhere.
boda.
Yeah, everywhere.
Guys, John told me so he wants to buy a boda sometime.
Yeah.
We shall see how that will work out.
Yeah, I want to definitely buy one.
The good thing with bodas for me it is that they save time. They do. For me, they save time. They
do.
They save time regardless.
I remember
of the
you telling me that, and I'm like, it's so true.
Yeah, they save time. They do save time. So you arrive back home here, and you start life with your wife. Yes.
Yeah. So the apartment and everything. When we were talking, and I was still in the States, I wanted to be comfortable before I came. I like to be comfortable. I like to have my own things. So I told her, look for a place. We'll start building it up. And then not many people will have that trust. They're not just gonna send money to anybody, and it's a lot of scams out there and stuff. But
so you would send money. So that Deborah can start preparing the place, buying the different things needed.
And I had that trust in her because she proved it to me. She never gave me any points to doubt her or anything. Like, she was sincere with me. Everything she said, she did it. And I fully trusted her. I fully trusted her. Yeah. So I started
sending money.
Yeah, I told her,
she buys things, she gets the place. By the way, guys, we have made a video already on the channel. John taking us around at their house. I'm gonna be leaving it linked in the description box below. Also, hopefully on the cards app, you can definitely go watch it. He gives everything in depth when it comes to this house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry with the prices. Like I'm still learning.
Mostly we did it in USD, but I'm going to give you an application where you can easily do the math.
Yeah.
You put in the USD, it gives you Ugandan shillings. You put in the USD, it gives you Ugandan shillings.
She knows more than me too. Like,
yes.
So she's the business lady. Right? So.
And the good thing, she also lives here, so it is easier for her to actually, go, up and down looking for everything that she needs and to just make life comfortable. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, which is all about the people.
The people here are humble. They're respectful. They're happy. They treat you good. I've never seen nobody even fighting yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the States, you'll see
so
fights
common in the States to see a person fighting.
And arguments, and I haven't even seen that here. It's just a peaceful place. You don't have people with guns or weapons or nothing like that. If anything, they're asking you why you want that. For what? Like it. I just didn't see anything like that, any violence or anything like that. And for me, it's real peaceful. It's peaceful, yeah. It's a beautiful place too.
So we thank guys. We are thankful for that. If a person who is actually from out of the country can come and say we are peaceful, so that's an amazing thing. And for me, it's actually a 5-star for me as a person.
Yeah.
Let's in the comment section below, guys, what you think. But anyway, I want again to go deeper when it comes to people. Have you had instances where you had to clash with a person or with some people because of one or two reasons, and how did you go over it?
The only people that I had to clash with is traffic police. That is it. Like traffic police. I'm like, and I recommend like anyone coming. Like we were talking about the app earlier.
Yes, there is an application. It is called
it's UPF Mobi.
I'm gonna be putting it on screen so that you guys can see it.
Yes, anyone that's coming, like, and we like rent cars from a friend of Deborah's. So sometimes they won't tell you the cars have a ticket or whatever on there. Like, you want to try to avoid that. So get UPF,
Mobi.
like Uganda Police
Force.
Yeah,
Uganda
Force or
Police
something.
Force.
Yeah, Mobi, MOBI, and it has the crested crane on the app, and that's how you could search the car to see if it has tickets or or crimes that happen, or you could report a crime. Like, so it's a good app to have coming here. And if you're gonna like rent a car or something like that, you could check it to see the history
about the car and all that.
That you're gonna rent.
So how did you go over the clashing with the police officers?
Well,
the traffic police officers.
Well, coming here, they see me as Mozungo. Like, so I understand, like, they want money and stuff, but they're really not supposed to be asking for money.
That's like, the truth.
But they'll try to get you. So you got to kind of be like stern with them, and
you have to just make sure that you have everything in place.
Yeah, everything in place,
so that they don't use any opportunity to get money from you.
Right. And I carry my license with me. I don't carry my passport because I feel like I don't need to show them that. Like,
it's your driving license.
Yeah, I just show them my license and that's it. But you know, some of them, they'll see you as Mozungo, so they want to try to get money out of you. But if you have that app, you make sure the car is good, no tickets on it, you follow the law, you'll be fine.
Yes, you'll be fine. So the second thing I wanted to ask you is all about food.
The food here is definitely way better. Like, all of it is organic. It tastes better. Everything. The fruits have seeds in them. Like, they're real. The chicken is better. It's cheaper. Like, so you could get more for your money. I would say, like, at a restaurant, like $30 will be like one person. Like me, if I'm going to a restaurant, I would say in the States, yeah, I would say like
$30. I think it's about, let me see, around 100-ish, 110, 120,000.
Yeah, so definitely you could get like food for enough for two people
for $30 here. And I think even much more.
Yeah, drinks, like food, like a lot. You could definitely get a lot.
So far, what is the best food you have liked?
The best?
Amongst all our Ugandan foods we have here.
I like the chapati.
Have you tried the Rolex yet?
Yes, Rolex is good. Yeah, I think that was like one of my favorites. Yeah,
the chapati and the Rolex.
Yeah, she made me that.
Hey, she made you that Rolex. Oh, that's amazing.
So
they are very nice.
Good. Yeah, they are good.
They are very nice. What about the fruits?
The fruits are good. You get a lot of different kinds.
Have you been downtown in any market?
Yeah, we've been to like Chireka
market.
And we was in Kampala a little bit. But yeah, Chireka, like right down the road is like where we get most of our food. The avocado and everything. Like I had avocado this morning and it was awesome. That's one thing that I like.
Have you tried the pineapples, the Ugandan pineapples yet?
Definitely sweeter.
Sweeter than those ones in the States?
Than in our state, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely way sweeter. The juice is better, yeah. Just everything about it.
Have you tried matoke yet?
Matoke, yeah.
Have you tried
green banana?
Yeah. How do you like it?
Matoke is good. A lot of Dominicans eat that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very true. They also have that, like the matoke. What about plantain? Do they have plantain there?
They have plantain.
Like they make plantain chips, because also here we make plantain chips. We boil it if we are not making plantain chips.
We do we mash it.
Also mashing it into different forms. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, while we are still on food, how about the drinks? How are you finding the drinks? You have talked about juice, but you have not elaborated very well. How are you finding the coffee? I don't know if I've had the Ugandan coffee yet.
I did have the coffee. The coffee was good. I just had to add sugar. That was it. Because when they give you the coffee, it's just straight coffee. Yeah. I like drinking straight coffee too, so it was not a problem to me. So the coffee was good to me. And the drinks were definitely better because it's more fruit juice.
Yeah,
it's not carbonated and soda and acid and all that stuff. It wasn't
That.
You know, like you have the soda, but it wasn't. In the States, we have all kinds. You know, strawberry and grape and this and that. Like over here is mainly more juice, mango juice, pineapple juice, papaya, and just all different type of
juice.
fruit. Yeah, different fruit juice. Orange juice. The orange juice here was way better, and the oranges, you have green ones.
We have green ones. Yes,
they're better, way better. Yeah, we have the
citrus,
orange ones.
More citrus. So the other thing, it's all about others. For example, you know, earlier on, guys, we talked about, while we were, you know, going through the house, he said that most of his things, they order them on Jumia. Yes, you order them on Jumia.
Yeah.
I want you to elaborate more, especially when it comes to house, you know, items, such as I've seen you with the air fryer, I've seen you with electric kettle, all those things. And you just take us through your experience and how you find it, you know, ordering things here online and how it is ordering things online where you come from.
I find the experience the same. Like I said, with the money stuff, like I'm still getting it. If it was me, I'll just be like, "This is $100. This is," but she knows the price is better than me. But on Jumia, like when I order it, it's reliable, it's fast, it's almost just like Amazon. It's like the same thing. I was surprised to find the air fryer and stuff like that, like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think like I would really find it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, like okay, like so they do have everything here that we have in the States too. So nothing's different. And
the clothes.
Yeah, the clothes are better. So we buy like $5 tees from like the corner store. Like this one is so much better, the quality. Like, and it was, if anything, I think it was cheaper.
So how much was this? You got this from
this
in
shirt,
Kampala here?
Yeah, I think this shirt was like, I think like 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's around around $4.
All right, so it's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, around
and
$4.
it's good. Like
yeah,
the
quality is so good. I can vividly see the quality is so good.
Like when I went to Dominican Republic, it's soft, like thin. Like it felt like. But this feels good. Like it feels good, you know. Like I could wash it and it won't shrink or anything like that. So the clothes are good quality.
They're also very good. So the other place, have you been to Owino yet? Because we also happen to have a Owino market where we have, like, that is a downtown where people can get even clothes for 500 Ugandan shillings, 300, 700, 1,000.
We went to, I don't know if it's that spot, but I know in Kampala there was a lot of different.
Yeah, we have a lot of different markets where you can find that.
There's so many. Like I think there's so many that you can't even see them all in one day.
Yes,
like
it's
just
very true.
so many.
Very true. But what you are saying, it's very true. Clothing, especially. So here we call them. There are two categories. There's what they call HPA. HPA means brand new. So those are the shops that, like, where you got this for 20,000. So there are those which are for each card day. Those are the older clothings that have been worn somewhere and they ship them here. So those ones, they tend to be much cheaper, though of a good quality, but they tend to be much cheaper because they're already been reused clothings. Then there are these brand new ones which are straightly, you know, manufactured and bought into the country for people to wear.
I feel like even the secondhand clothing.
Yes,
we have spots like that too.
You also have spots like that in the States.
Yeah, we'll have secondhand clothing.
That's amazing.
But here is good too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because it has been an important thing, especially to some of us who don't come from well-off families. These are the clothings we have grown in, the bed sheets, the duvets. That is what we know because that is what our parents would manage by then. Yes, so I would just say that both ways it's good. People who can think that here you can't access clothing, you can at a lot of different levels. Then the other thing I wanted to ask you, John, it's all about, let me see where I wrote my notes, about the transportation. I know you talked something little about clashing with the traffic officers, and we gave them the UPF Mobi. So right now I want you being a person who has who drives in Uganda. By the way, guys, John drives when he's in Uganda. So what advice can you give to a person who has their driving license in the States and they maybe they fear to come and drive here?
All right, so I just carry my license. I don't I leave my passport home. The steering wheel is different. Ours is on the left, so over here is on the right, and then we drive here on the left. And so like ongoing traffic here is on the left, and then coming traffic is on the right. Yeah, so it's a little bit different. Like there were times where I would come out and be on the wrong side. So I'm like, oh my god. But I picked up on it quickly though. It is a little crazy, but just take your time.
Take your time.
Yeah, take your time. Don't try to rush or nothing, because maybe you could get in an accident or whatever. But just take your time. You're gonna have borders all over the place.
That's what I wanted you to talk about.
Yeah,
initially.
So they're like,
how do you see the city without transport? The borders, the pickups, the motorcycles. Most especially the borders are almost everywhere.
Yes.
Does that make you more anxious when you are driving? Does that try to make you very uncomfortable?
Well, sometimes you get like you just want to run them over, but you just got to take your time. It's always gonna be borders everywhere.
Yeah, very true, especially here.
I feel like I'm like a shark, and they're like fish, just like zooming all around me. But yeah, definitely take your time. Some streets are not that good. Like you'll have potholes, stuff like that. So make sure you take your time with that. You don't want to damage your car or nothing like that. And if you're going to the city, you're going to be in traffic. Yeah. Like there's no way around it.
Very true.
So just try to relax. Make sure your gas tank is full, so you can at least turn the air on.
Yes, very true.
And you will have people that's going to try to sell you stuff. Like,
on the roadside.
Yeah, you'll have people coming up to you, maybe try to wipe the car for some money and stuff. Like, I just put my window up. Yeah, and just kind of ignore them. Like you feel bad, but it's like you can't help everybody. You could. I try to help who I can. People that really need it. You'll see people that really need it. Like their legs will be messed up or something. Like they can't walk. Like somebody like that, I'll help them. But if it's just somebody coming up to beg, like, just leave me alone. Like, yeah. But besides that, like, out of all the crazy driving, I haven't even seen no accidents, really. Like, I haven't seen, actually, none, I don't think. Yeah.
So, meaning that the transportation is not... Okay, it's not the best, but it's something that you can bear with, especially if you're in the city.
I could definitely bear with it. Like if you have patience, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Then the other thing I want to ask John to explain, especially to people who are not familiar with Africa, is that I want you to explain to them what are the 5 or even more things. Okay, let's go just step by step. As our conversation goes on and on, what is that? What is one of those things that you never knew that actually exist here, and a lot of people back home where you come from also think is not here? Like 5, but we can start one by one.
All right. So, the first thing is Lake Victoria. I didn't know that was the biggest lake in Africa. And huts. People are like, like a hut. They're like, oh, you're going to live in a hut. Like, this looks like a house to me. Like, so, yeah.
So, initially, okay, because I know that most of the time, especially Western countries, sometimes they brainwash people and they bring in these poor, no, not even poor, but they take pictures of kids who are suffering and they use those to advertise and all that. So sometimes they brainwash people to show them that actually people here are living in huts.
Right.
So did you think before that actually you live in huts?
No, not at all.
Because of your research, you had already known that.
Yeah.
So,
and for me, like Africa was before the U.S., so they're gonna have stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, this place is that, and no, there's people. Like yesterday, there was a guy behind me with a Porsche. Like, I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are cars here that's worth a lot of money. There's people that do make a lot of money.
Very true.
There's mansions and all type of things here.
Very true.
So we can't just go with what we see on TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people out there, they think that here we live in huts generally.
Yeah.
But we have houses, as John, you know.
Like right up the road, there's a Mercedes-Benz dealer and all that. There's Mercedes-Benzes that we can't even get in the States. Like, so, you know.
So we have talked about, that perception or the misperception of huts. People thinking that we live in huts. We also say that you never knew that we have Victoria here, Lake Victoria.
Yeah, the biggest lake.
So, what is the third thing that you think people out there think is not here? Or a misperception that they think is bad? Because let me tell you what I've learned from research. It is that a lot of people out there, they think that here we are, living in, epidemic diseases day after day, like malaria, like, Ebola. How have you found this? Is this true? Is this not true? Are there people just collapsing on the roadside because of Ebola?
That's a lie. Like when I got the yellow fever shot, they give you like malaria pills and stuff like that, like prescription for it. I didn't even have to take it. Like I've eaten the street food, like chicken, beef, like people cooking it right in the street. I didn't get sick. Like, it was just regular. Like nothing. You're not gonna get Ebola.
That's a very huge misconception.
No.
People think here we have Ebola.
I haven't even seen nobody with that. Like, you're not gonna get Ebola. You're not gonna get yellow fever and all this other. That's like if you're like out in the swamps or somewhere. Like, but you're not gonna get that here. Like, I haven't gotten it, and like people, they might say stuff and try to scare other people, but
it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
It's not true. Then the other thing we can add on, which I think it's a very huge misconception, when people, they ask them about Africa, what they think about it is that we don't have, electricity and clean water and the internet. Those three things. What can you comment on internet? What can you comment on our water? What can you comment on our electricity? One by one.
All right. Well, with the internet, that's a lie that they don't have internet here, because my wife has a laptop. I'm always on Netflix. Like, I didn't even think Netflix would be here, but like we have Netflix. We have internet connection here.
So which internet connection are you using, guys?
We use her phone, and we have like an internet box, like a little internet box.
So you pay monthly, like
we'll do monthly. Yeah, we'll do like that monthly. So far I haven't had any problems with the internet. With the water's fine. Like, I could go right now and drink the water, and I won't get sick. Electricity, that's fine too. Like, sometimes it would shut off, like, but it doesn't bother me.
In this last part of this particular episode, if you have been following along my conversation with my brother John, going on over here from where we started up to where we are right now, it's amazing to just sit down. I'm just so humbled that you have given me an opportunity to sit down with you and tell us your story, and also explain to us things that how you perceive them, how you see our country, and also learn 2 to 3 things from you, because I'm very sure that you guys out there have also learned a thing or two from our conversations. But the next thing I want to ask you, it is where do you see yourself in about 5 years from now, especially as a person who right now is married to a Ugandan woman who is traveling back and forth into the country to see her and all that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, well, I definitely want to bring her to the States.
Yes.
That way, because I know she wants to work, earn money, and help her family. So that's soon. We're working on that now.
So
right?
she's going to come and join you in the States in simple terms.
Yes, and I just see myself working and just trying to accomplish more here, because right now I'm 35, so by the time I'm like 40, 45, I want to be in that stage where I can retire. Like, I know it might sound crazy, but
it's very achievable.
It's possible, and here.
Yes. So you want to after working that time, you want you guys to come back to the country here in Uganda, retire from here, start any other business that you can start that is more comfortable.
Yeah.
And have your family definitely here in the country.
Yes. Like, I don't want to be 60 and 70 and work until I die. Like, I'm not trying to do that. No. Yeah.
It's very, very...
Yeah, and here it's very
idea.
Possible.
It's very possible here.
Yeah, to make it happen,
possible.
Yeah.
So is there anything you would love to accomplish in the next 5 years, 5 or 10 years, that you think that you can focus your attention onto, and maybe next time you'll be seeing this video, you'll say, oh my God, I've achieved that and that and that and that. Is there anything else?
Well, I keep telling her that we're going to get our mansion in Entebbe.
Yeah, in Entebbe.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Entebbe is so good.
So that's one of our goals, like our big goal. So I told
Entebbe
her one day
good.
We're going to get our mansion in Entebbe.
It's so good. The reason why I love Entebbe is because it's just a few kilometers to the airport. It's very chill. It has a lot of amazing people.
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
It's beautiful. There is not a lot of commotion as it is in the city center. So that dream, I'm very sure it can happen as soon as, or as long as you guys believe in it. The next thing I want to ask you is that what advice can you give to people out there who are afraid to travel? It may not be to Uganda, but to any African country. Like in terms of, getting ready to come here, because it's also another thing because of money and all that. But what advice can you give them? And, it's specific that do this and do this and do this, plan, do this and do this in order to come.
Well, first, just don't be afraid. Like, you can't let anything, like, stop you.
Don't be afraid. Yes.
Yeah, don't be, like, me, I'm like, people like, oh, this and that. I just ignore that. I go. I want to see how it is myself. So I don't listen to what other people say. And when you travel too, like, you kind of like ignore that stuff. What you see on TV,
it's fake.
Like, and do your research. Do your research on it. Watch
videos. That's an
videos.
important thing too. Guys, do your research. He said don't be afraid. And also do your research. Absolutely important. And whatever you are seeing on TV, it's fake.
Right. And I feel like anything could happen. Like, I could, God forbid, but I could get in a car accident and die. I could slip and fall and hit my head and die. Like, just do it. Like, don't be afraid.
But the last thing, it is the last remark you can give. It can be 1 or 2 before we finish this episode.
Just don't live in fear.
Don't live in fear.
Yeah.
That is your main point. Don't live in fear.
Do your research. Study where you're gonna go. And just work hard. Work hard. Try to save. Don't just come with a little bit of money and think you really
have some good money.
Yeah, have like a backup plan too. Like
backup plans also absolutely.
Yeah, have backup plan and And yeah, just do your research and just don't be afraid, you know? Like I had a lot of people, oh, I wouldn't go because of the Ebola, or I won't go because of this. And I just be like,
I'm going anyway.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
anyway.
Your thing, I'm going anyway. Yes.
And me, that's how I am. Like I'm gonna go. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody stop me. I'm going. That's it.
So, you guys, as we are finishing today's episode, I want to thank you, John, very, very absolutely much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to give me this opportunity, not only to give us this interview, which I know that it's going to be of importance to a lot of people, but also being a person who is very genuine, who is kind and loving. And I'm just so glad that we met through the internet.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
This is the second time, actually the third time I'm meeting John, you know. And there's just a calm feeling to know that people out there are actually, you know, genuinely amazing, genuinely good, and they are all about good intention. So I want to thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for that. Thank you very much, guys, for listening and watching today's episode. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
Thumbs up.
Yes, don't forget to thumbs up the video. It helps a lot and a lot. Subscribe.
Yes.
Comment in the comment section below what you thought of the episode. Also, if you have any other questions, John is always watching the channel. Leave them in the description box below. He can respond to you, or I can respond to you. Yeah, until next time, let me meet you by then. Tanyanishailoc switching out. Bye for now.